Good evening, kindly ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us today. After going through industry insights and especially understanding how consulting in India is evolving from strategy to execution, I was really curious to hear your on-ground experience at Tatmasoft, where you are working as an associate consultant. So, ma'am, my first question will be, in our research, we saw that consulting has shifted from giving advice to actually implementing solutions. From your experience as an associate consultant, how different is the reality from what students like us usually imagine?
That's a very good question, Vaishnavi. Honestly, most students think consulting is about making PowerPoints and giving recommendations. But in reality, especially today, clients expect execution. At Tetrasoft, we are deeply involved in implementation, whether it's digital transformation, system integration, or process improvement. So it's less about telling what to do and more about working with the client to get it done. That's the biggest shift.
Okay, ma'am. So, my second question will be like, one insight that really stood out to us was about Tier 3 India, that consulting fails when there is no ground understanding. Have you personally experienced something like that, where real learning came from being on the ground rather than from data?
Yes, absolutely, Vaishnavi. Data gives direction, but ground reality gives truth. There have been situations where strategies looked perfect on paper, but once we visited the market or interacted with local stakeholders, everything changed. Understanding customer behavior, local constraints, or even cultural aspects plays a huge role. That's why good consultants ask simple questions and observe carefully rather than just applying frameworks blindly.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Uh, like if I ask second, third question, it will be like we very often hear about skills like or artificial intelligence, analytics, and strategy. But from your day-to-day work, what are the top two, three skills that actually make someone stand out as a consultant?
I would say three things, Vaishnavi. First, structured problem solving, breaking complex problems into simple parts. Second, communication, because even the best idea is useless if you can't explain it clearly. And third is adaptability, because every client and project is different. Technical skills like AI are important, but these core skills are what truly differentiate consultants.
Okay. So, ma'am, if I ask, like, the consulting industry looks very glamorous from outside, but what are some real challenges you face that people usually don't talk about?
That's very true. It looks glamorous, but it's demanding. One major challenge is constantly keeping up with new technologies. The learning never stops. Second is client expectations. Clients today want fast and measurable results. And third is managing multiple stakeholders and deadlines at the same time. So it requires both mental resilience and strong time management.
Okay, ma'am. So, my last and final question will be, what will be uh, the advice you want to give a student who aspire to become a consultant?
Mm. I would say focus on building a strong mindset rather than just chasing roles. Start thinking in a structured way. Stay curious and never stop learning. Also, try to gain practical exposure, internships, case studies, real world projects. Because consulting is not just about knowledge; it's about how happy you are.
Hmm. Thank you so much, ma'am. That was really insightful. Your perspective helped us connect what we studied with actual industry reality, especially the importance of execution and, as you mentioned, ground level understanding. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Welcome, Vaishnavi.